What's up, guys? It's Donkey Panic here talking about starting inventory. So we're just going to create a new world here, and we're going to have a kit just like in multiplayer but in single player. And so this is the basic kit that you'll start with, and I'm going to show you how to change that. So to change this, you need to either be in a creative world or in a world with cheat mode on so that you can access the command. So we're going to do survival world and just rename it there with a C for cheater, and we'll turn cheats on and create new world. And so now I'm going to get rid of this initial starting inventory here. I'm just going to trash it. And that book is part of Tinker's construct, not part of this mod. So let's trash all this stuff, yes, and let's hook it up with some better stuff. No offense to the starting inventory, but I need the hookup if I'm going to get my Minecraft on. Alright, so we're putting this stuff in. The command is /startinginv, and I'll show you once I finish tweaking out my kit. I want a stack of wood, stack of coal. And the command is /startinginv. That'll bring up save or load. Load will clear your inventory and put in the items in the configuration, so be careful with the load command. And I think that's looking pretty good. Let's get a little ugly meat, some cooked meat nuggets. Oh yeah, but not that many. That's too OP. Alright, so we've got a good looking start kit here. And if I just run /startinginv, it's going to show me the save and load commands. If you get confused, they're pretty simple. So we're going to do startinginv save, and we're going to lock this stuff into the configuration file. You can do this by altering the configuration file itself, but it's not needed, and this is a lot easier. And after we do this, I'll show you how to set it up if you want to run it on a multiplayer server and give this kit to everyone when they start out. So we've saved that in there. Let's create a new world. Perfect. And you can see in my single player here, I started with the inventory that I just configured there. Easy as that. So now, whenever I start a new world on this pack, I'm going to end up with this start stuff. Let's talk about the config file. So this would be in your %appdata% file. I'll put a little notation down there. And we want to find starting inventory. And you can see in there that it's locked in all the stuff that I've had and the quantities and the damage amounts on some of the things. So that looks perfect. You can alter this from the config, but you don't have to. So I want to add this now on server side. You can do this by starting your world in creative and picking out the items, and then turning it into a survival server. Or you can do what I'm doing, which is to make the config in single player and then drag it over. So I'm dragging in the mod into my mods folder on my server. This is good if your server's already live. Now everybody's going to get the kit once, even if they're already playing, if you do this on an already running server. So I'm going to take the config that I made with you guys just now for starting inventory, and I'm just going to drag that into my configurations folder on my server side. And I'm going to warn the players that I'm restarting. Yep. And so let's restart the server. And once I do, I'll go in with a fresh character. And this is a little private test pack we've got going on. So let's go in, and you can see now my server-side people have this pack as well. So it's that easy to configure your kit. You don't even have to mess with the config file, and you can put it on an existing server. That's going to do it, guys. I hope this helped you, and it's a really awesome and simple to use mod. Bye-bye.